สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who's interested is welcome to join. Okay. First in line is Diana from Wales. How are you? Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Ajaan. I'm okay, thank you. Happy to be here. It's been full of complications, life, but I feel if you approach it as Dharma, it seems to be helping.
Just let go. You can hang on to anything eventually.
Yes.
Do
yes.
what you can, but if you can't, just let it be.
Thank you.
No need to losing sleep over anything.
It will be anyway, won't it?
Yeah, everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta. Everything one day will all end up like bubbles. Soap bubbles. We all like soap bubbles.
Yes. That's a lovely concept. I like that one. Thank you.
Look at all those people who came before us. Where are they now? They're all gone, right? And they're worried just like we do worry. But that doesn't change anything. So it's good to constantly reminding ourselves that we are subject to aging, sickness, and death. Separation from the ones we love also. And try to live accordingly. Okay?
Thank you, Ajaan.
You have no question?
No.
Okay. I'll go to our next participant, Jacob. Hi, Jacob from Germany.
Hi, good to see you. Yes, from Germany. I think I'm not doing too well at the moment, still, sadly. What's this? I've been trying to reduce my sensual craving by reducing sensual pleasure for like a week or so, and I reduced that quite significantly. But after that, I was starting to, I wasn't able to draw much pleasure out of out of meditation, and I was starting to feel more and more depressed. So I thought maybe I did too much at once and reduced it too intensely, considering my capability of meditation. And then I thought, okay, I might do a mix, and on Sundays keep the 8 precepts, and on Sundays not keep them. And I somehow am doing quite badly at the moment again. And when I try to meditate, I quite quickly get discouraged. I'm not doing too well at the moment. I'm afraid. Yes, and I was thinking you probably will say I should just try to meditate harder and try harder and meditate more. But anyway, I would still wanted to attend. So maybe I could seek out your advice and you can tell me off. Or
If you cannot yet meditate, just practice mindfulness instead. Try to be mindful in every postures that you are in. Just watch your body.
okay,
And then keep just the 5 precepts first. You cannot keep the 8 precepts.
okay. I mean I can keep the 8 on some days. Like yesterday I did, for example. And yes, okay. So I'll try that, and I'll try to gradually increase my meditation. And yes, thank you.
Yes, you have to know your strength. Do what you can. Don't try to do more than what you can, because you can get stressful. And just try
Okay,
to increase it gradually as you move on.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
The Buddha
And
said
thank you.
like tuning of the violin string, you know, too tight is not good because it can break the string. Too not
Okay,
tight enough, it just doesn't make any good sound. So you have to find
okay,
the right balance with how much you can do,
okay,
and do it from that point on, and gradually maybe increased as you have more strength to do.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're
Thanks a
welcome.
lot. And thank you for attending, even though you're sick. I wish all the best to you for
Yes, I'm
getting better
sorry.
soon.
I hope you can excuse my flu, but so from time to time I have to blow my nose. Okay, good luck to
Thank you.
you. Next,
Thank you.
Professor Ken from Switzerland.
Afternoon, Ajaan. Yes, I heard you sound a little bit sick today. I hope you have enough
Yes,
strength
this
to
is
go on.
my second day now of the flu,
Okay.
but it's getting better.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm being quite successful in finding more time for the practice now,
Mm-hmm.
and reducing the working time gradually. So I find that quite beneficial. So I'm going to keep on this way.
Yes, sometimes you just have to do things gradually. You
Yeah,
need time to adjust to the new way of living.
that's my plan at the moment, to reduce gradually, but the more I reduce, the more I feel like increasing the rate of reduction. So I think it's going okay.
Okay, good. Are you
No
still
specific.
teaching? Are you still teaching?
Yeah, I still do some teaching. It's almost the end of the
Semester.
school year now, and
Yeah.
after the summer, I have very, very little duties then. So I'll be
Okay.
going in that direction. Ajaan.
You still haven't planned to stop working entirely?
That's the plan. The question is when. I think it won't be too long now.
Okay.
I'm becoming less interested in the work and want to have more time to practice. But a couple of years ago, I tried the cold turkey approach of diving into full meditation, and it was a bit difficult. So I'm going more in a gradual.
Yeah, gradual one.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck to you. Any question?
No specific question now, Tanajan. Thank you.
Okay, just keep being mindful all the time and meditate as much as you can.
Okay.
Okay, next, Justine.
Thank you.
Justine from California.
Hi, Ajahn. I don't have any questions this week. I'm just here to listen and pay respect. And I hope you get better from your flu soon. Thank you.
It will, but it's slowly. Nothing lasts forever. Even the flu don't last forever. You just have to be patient. Okay, next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Hi. Namaskar, Tanajan. Yeah, my practice I've been struggling my practice. I've got knee pain, Tanajan, and I cannot sit half lotus. I've been trying to sit like this, but not half lotus, and my body cannot be straight up, and I've been struggling. So the mindfulness is just not there because the body posture is not right. I'm just wondering, Tanajan, can I use the lean against the wall to meditate?
You can sit on a chair.
Okay.
You know, because you don't plan to sit for a long time anyway. So sitting on a chair is also okay to do. For the lotus posture, usually people want to sit for hours, So that posture is a good posture for a long sitting.
Right.
But if you cannot do it yet, just sit on the chair or sit on your bed or something.
Okay. But don't lean against the wall, right? On the floor, because I usually sit on the floor.
Don't lean your back on anything because that will make you too comfortable, and you can then fall asleep.
Okay. So what you mean is the chair without a backrest, just normal.
Yeah, just sit back straight, and without. But if you want that to use the back it's okay. So you just have to try out which one is better or worse,
Right. Okay.
See, practice you need to do is a trial and error method. Sometimes you have to find out for yourself which is good for you, which is right for you. Something might be right for somebody else, but may not be right for you. So you just have to try different method.
Okay.
But the same is the essential thing is mindfulness. This is all the same regardless of what posture, where you sit or walk or stand. You need to be mindful in order to stop your mind from thinking. Okay.
Yeah, I've got one more question, Tanajan. I think this has been discussed before regarding Yoniso Manasikara. I'm just wondering whether we need Janna to before this Yoniso Manasikara, Tanajan.
Well, you can contemplate anytime you want it if you're not meditating. But using contemplation alone will not be sufficient for you to stop your defilement. You need the strength of the jhana to help you stop the defilement. After you investigate with wisdom and you see the cause of your dukkha is your defilement, your cravings, then you have to stop it. But if you don't have jhana, you will not be able to stop your cravings. So your contemplation you can do anytime you want, except only when you meditate, you don't want to contemplate. You want to stop your mind from thinking, to get into jhana. But once you have jhana, when you come out and when you use wisdom to find the cause of your dukkha, you'll find that it's from your defilement, your cravings. And then you can stop them right away if you have jhana. If you don't, you cannot stop them.
But you still can do this Yoniso Manasikara anytime, right? I mean, just
Yes, except when you meditate. Except
Yeah.
when you meditate.
see when you meant.
When you meditate for jhana, you don't want to think. You have to stop thinking completely in order to be able to enter into jhana. But once you come out of meditation, then you can investigate, you can contemplate, you can develop wisdom any way you like it. To understand that the nature, the three characteristic nature of things. To see that everything is anicca, anatta. Your dukkha arises from your desire to have them not being anicca, not being anatta. You want to have and keep them for yourself. And you want them to last forever. But they don't. That's when you have dukkha, when you lose them. Like your body. Yeah. Your body is anicca, is subjected to aging, sickness, and death. But we cannot accept this fact yet.
Yes.
Anytime we get sick, we try to resist. We want to get well soon, you know.
Yes.
And that creates stress in your mind. If you don't have any desire or craving to get rid of your sickness, just let it be. Then you won't have any stress, any dukkha.
That's true.
If you don't have jhana, you could not stop this craving or desire. Okay?
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Tanajan. Thank you.
Yeah.
And get well soon, Tanajan. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Next, Gulit from Turkey, I think. Hi.
Hi, hello, Tanajan. Wishing you good health.
Thank you.
I just wanted to thank you about what you shared on equanimity a couple of weeks ago and how to practice equanimity together with the other Brahma Viharas. It just brought me relief and clarified my understanding, I think. And actually, I also shared, what I learned with a friend who was also a bit confused, and it brought her relief as well. So I just wanted to thank you for that.
Okay, you're welcome. You have any other question?
No, I don't have any question. I'll be just listening today. Thank you.
Okay. Go to Mike from New York. Hi, Mike.
Good evening, Tanajan. I'm sorry you're feeling under the weather today.
Yeah.
I hope you get well soon.
Anicca, the body is anicca. Anatta, you cannot control it. If you want
So
to
true.
control it, you get dukkha. So just accept what the body offer you, give you. The body can give you sickness, and eventually it will give you death. But if you understand, if you practice, you'll find that you are not the body anyway. So why should you get excited about it? Whatever is going to happen to the body. You're just the user of the body, like a driver of an automobile.
Mm.
So sometimes the automobile needs repair, so you put it in the shop, have it fixed. Like the body, sometimes you need to put it in a hospital to repair it, to fix it. But you're the user, you're not the one who gets sick, If you meditate, you can see this clearly, that the mind and the body are two separate entities. And then you can keep the mind calm and not being disturbed by whatever happened to the body. So meditation is a very important tool. Jhana, stay calm, stay in equanimity, and let things be, because sometimes you just cannot do anything about them anyway. If you try and if you don't succeed, then you can become disappointed and frustrated and sad. If you know that you cannot do anything about it, then just let it be.
I hear that. I this past weekend, I was having some stomach problems myself, and I noticed how much my stomach, any indigestion or stomach problems immediately will trigger kind of like bad mind states, or often it'll kind of make me think about doom and gloom scenarios or like worst case scenarios. So does Tana John have any advice for, separating, uncomfortable, like, states of health with, doom and gloom scenarios, or about anxiety that you get from the body?
Well, just think that you be thankful that you haven't got the worst of it yet. It can get worse, but right now it's not getting any worse, so be thankful. And be ready to accept if it eventually has to get worse, because that's the path it's gonna go. The body eventually gonna end up dead. There's no other way, no U-turn from death. Just use meditation. Just stay calm and let it be. If you cannot do anything, anatta is not under your control. Okay.
Thank you, Tana John.
You're welcome. Next, Tommy from Australia. Did you receive my answers?
I did. Thank you very much for that.
Okay. What you mentioned, they are mental states. They keep changing. So don't be attached to them. Just know them for what they are. They come and go.
Okay. It's hard to get attached to it because it doesn't happen very often. I wanted to ask about the section applying the mind to the elements. Should I read it?
Okay.
Moreover, a monk in regard to this very body, however placed, however disposed, reflects by the way of the elements. There are in this body the earth element, water element, fire element, and wind element, just as though amongst a clever butcher or a butcher's apprentice, after slaughtering a cow, was sitting down at a crossroads after dividing it into portions. Even so, amongst a monk in regard to this very body, however placed, however disposed, reflects by way of the elements. There are in this body earth element, water element, fire element, wind element.
Well, in modern terms, you can look at the body as a composition of nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and all the elements. Yeah. That's what the body is made up of. Or you can use the four big elements: the earth, the fire, the wind, and the air, the gas.
Is this a practice you do at a specific point?
You do it until you see that this body is just a composition of the four elements.
Sure.
And that there's no self, no I, no me in this body.
Sure. So do you do the Anapanasati section first?
No, Anapanasati is for jhana. When you contemplate, this is for wisdom, for understanding, for right understanding. We see the body as being us, right, being ourselves.
Yeah.
When there is no self in this body, all there is in the body are just the four elements.
Okay, I see. Is this instead of a suba?
Well, it has different purpose. Asubha is to control your sexual desire. Why the four element is to get rid of your delusion, thinking that the body is you.
Yeah.
There's no you in this body.
So do you do Anapanasati first, and then when the mind's peaceful, then apply it to the elements?
No, when you use anapanasati, you're developing jhana. So you want to do just this alone. Don't do any contemplation even when your mind becomes calm. You want just to keep it calm for as long as possible first, so that you'll be able to control your mind anytime you want later on to stay calm.
And once the jhana is developed, do you go?
Fully, then you know you can stop your mind anytime. Then you can go and investigate the body, the feelings, and the states of mind.
Okay, I see.
First, you want to investigate the body and let go of your attachment to the body. Like anicca, impermanent, the body is subjected to aging, sickness, and death.
Yeah.
To stop your attachment or your craving for the body, not to get old, get sick, or die.
Okay, I see.
Then you contemplate the 32 parts of the 10 corpses to see that the body is not pleasant or good looking at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get rid of your sexual desire. This has to do more with other people's body. When you see a body, attractive body, then you have to look the other way, look at the other side, that it's not that attractive. If you look under the skin,
Mm-hmm.
the beauty is skin deep, right? That's what the saying goes.
Yeah.
Once you look under the skin, you see all the organs in the body. You see the skeleton, you see the lungs, the heart, the liver, the intestines.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see these organs, your perception of beauty is gone.
Oh,
Then when the perception of beauty is gone, then the sexual desire also disappear.
okay.
So anytime when you have sexual desire, you have to use asukha.
Oh,
And the body is made of the 4 elements. There is no self in this body. It's just the elements.
mm-hmm.
And the 5th element is the mind, who investigate the 4 elements.
Oh,
The mind just use the body, the 4 element, as the tool to access the sensual objects for its cravings.
is it possible to take the knowing element as an object?
A knowing element, you don't have to investigate. You want to teach the knowing element not to be diluted with the other elements.
Oh,
The knowing element right now is delusional. It doesn't have, it's not educated. It's avijja. So you need to educate the knowing element to
okay.
see things as they are. First, you see the body as being impermanent, as being not good looking, and as being no self in this body. It's just a composition of the 4 elements.
Oh,
So then you can let go of your attachment to the body entirely.
okay, I see.
Once you have let go of your attachment of the body, then you investigate the nature of the feelings.
Oh,
Feelings is made up of three different types of feeling: good feeling, bad feelings, and neutral feelings. Usually this comes from the body. When you're hungry, you have bad feelings. When you eat, when you have a full meal, you feel good, you have good feeling. And when you're not hungry or full, you have neutral feeling. And this feeling keeps changing all the time. You cannot just tell them, I only want good feelings. Like when you go to a restaurant, you can order food, but you cannot order feeling to just have good feelings, because they keep changing. This is the nature of feeling, anicca also. Anatta, not under your control.
oh,
If you don't want to have any dukkha, you have to learn to live with all the 3 feelings, not just any one particular feeling. Because if you attach to one particular feeling, when it changes or disappears, then you can become sad.
oh,
So you try to accommodate all 3 feelings. Sometimes the body is hungry, okay. You know this is bad feeling, but you don't have to be stressful from this bad feeling.
Okay.
Just stay calm and accept the bad feelings. Like when you're sick, like I'm sick, I have fever, just accept it. Yeah. Then
Sure.
there's no stress in the mind. You can also use the fact that it's anicca, sooner or later will disappear. Bad feeling will disappear also, like good feeling. Nothing lasts. No one feeling lasts. They keep changing, replacing each other.
Sure.
So you just have to accept them. Then if you can accept them, then you don't have any dukkha.
Okay.
And the same with your state of mind. Yeah, your mental state of mind. Things are happening in your mind. They're like movies. They just come and go. You just don't be attached to them.
Sure.
Even though how marvelous the experience might be, it's just temporarily. It's anicca. It's anatta. You cannot force them to happen all the time.
Sure.
Sometimes they might have bad experience also, not good experience. Be ready. The way to deal with it, just equanimity. Just
Sure.
stay calm and don't react to whatever you see when you experience in the mind. Then the mind will not be we suffer. We have
Sure.
no suffering. If we teach the mind just to acknowledge or accept, don't react with cravings.
Okay.
Okay, clear enough?
Mm-hmm.
You still keep on practicing your solitude?
Yeah. Still out here.
Okay. Any improvement?
Not today.
Up and down, huh? Sometime up,
Today,
sometime down.
I just try and stay in the game.
Yeah, just stick to it, and things will get better eventually.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Long time I will say, don't give up. Don't surrender, he said.
Okay.
Just keep fighting with mindfulness and wisdom.
Go.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Next, Masha. Hi, Masha from Ohio. Haven't seen you a while.
Oh, but I've seen you in the Facebook Live.
I see.
I'm-
Okay. You just don't come in.
I wanted to come in today. I was surprised to hear you say that we have to educate the knowing.
Yes, the knowing is deluded. See, avijja controls the knowing right now. Our knowledge is delusional, not true knowledge, because we don't see everything as anicca, dukkha, anatta. We tend to see the opposite. We tend to think everything is permanent, everything can give you happiness, everything under your control. But it might happen sometime briefly, but not all the time though. Eventually everything will just, will just go crazy. I think.
Yeah. Actually, I think about that sometimes, when the unpleasant feeling comes, or like the little indigestion, digestive upset. And so lately I just say, well, just know it, just watch it, because when the time of death comes, what will be coming then? Will I be able to, handle whatever discomfort the body goes through at that time? So I'm thinking, just go with it. Just let it be the way it is.
Yes.
And yeah.
And in order to be able to do this, you have to test yourself with when you're waiting pain, for instance. See if you can remain calm and not be upset from the pain of the body. Or sometimes you might experience some near-death experience and see how you react to such an experience.
The other thing I've been looking at, I'm just trying to be aware all the time my formal practice is, I haven't been in a situation the last month where I've been steady in my practice, but I'm always keeping track of my mind. And as I've been doing that, I'm getting the insight into how thoughts come and then they're gone.
Yes,
And
everything
something
comes and goes.
happens
Uh-huh.
and it's finished.
Yeah.
And I'm not like holding on to it anymore. And it's like, I'm thinking it really is true that things come and then they go. And
it's like a movie we're watching. Life is like a movie.
it's a strange way to see things because I'm not holding on to it. I'm not trying to make it how I want it to be anymore.
Yeah,
so I'm
just,
seeing the beginning and the ending, the beginning and the ending. It's here and it's gone.
just be a movie watcher. Just take life like a movie. You cannot design your lifestyle, your life, you're given life. Life is given to you
Yeah.
by the law of nature, anatta.
Yeah. And the more I'm surrendering to that, life becomes so much easier because I can be patient. Sometimes conditions are really good for practice. Sometimes they're not. And then when the conditions are not right, I'm much more patient. And during those times, it's like wisdom can come during the times when I'm not striving for a practice, but I'm just letting everything be as it is. Then the wisdom does come. So
that's the goal of the practice, is to be able to let everything come and go.
Yeah, it's very hard because I don't want to think I'm not controlling anything. But as I watch more and more, I realize there isn't, the I is not there. It's just things happening all the time.
Yes, there are conditions that cause things to happen, and there are conditions that cause things to disappear.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm seeing that a little bit. It's encouraging. So
So if you just accept them and not try to control them, then you will have no stress. Yeah, you just be a watcher, a movie watcher.
That's right. And then to be okay with not doing anything.
Yeah,
That's a hard place to be too. It's like, I should be doing something. No, it's all this is just happening and it's coming and going. So let it be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do only what you have to, like looking after your body. This is something you still have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you get to the point where you can no longer look after your body, you also have to let go.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's where I'm at. It's a different energy when I come into the room. It's like I feel very connected to all of you. So I just wanted to be in here today, and I hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now.
It's amazing to me that
from all the good wishes.
Oh, good. Because when I get the flu, I get a brain fog, and you're sitting here and you're as clear as ever. And so that's good for us.
You separate the mind from the body.
Yeah.
The mind doesn't get sick. It's the body that gets sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm watching. I'm gonna keep trying to separate things out more and more.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Nidita and Saket. You also been away for a while. How's life? Better now?
Good evening, Ajaan. Yeah, we wish you well for your health. Yeah, we've been away. We were visiting my parents' hometown.
I see.
And it's interesting to see that my parents are getting old. I've always seen them strong and active, and they're still very active, but somewhere their health takes a turn. Somewhere the BP is high, or they're becoming diabetic, or so it's challenging to see them getting old.
It's the truth, though.
It's a truth.
Yeah.
True.
That's why the Buddha said we should contemplate this every day.
Yes.
We are subjected to aging, sickness, and death. So when things happen, you don't get surprised. There's no surprise. Yeah.
True. We also visited a lot of our relatives and friends, and one challenge was like in my hometown and I guess everywhere, the way of people of showing love is to feed us. So wherever we were going, lots of items were coming out and they were like, please eat this, please eat that. We've got it specially for you. Please, and if we say no, they'll feel a little disappointed and sad too. So I think the question is like, how do we say no without really disappointing or making our friends and relatives sad?
Well, if you want to make them happy, then you just eat it, but you don't have to eat it all. Though. You can have a few bites.
Yeah, we tried that, and ultimately we actually were sick. Both of us had upset stomach by the end of it. Yeah, so yeah, gradually I think because we visited them after a very long time, they were more showing their love. And if we keep visiting them frequently, they'll stop reducing the number of items that they bring out.
Yeah.
So, but it was good to meet them. And I also noticed that they're all like, of course, meals, a lot of meals, not just 3 meals, actually, they eat more than that. Their life is all about material things, sense pleasures. And I feel they're not really ready to deal with this old age, sickness, and death. Even if
Yes.
you bring the topic to them that someone passed away, and they were young, they quickly want to change the topic because they're not ready for it. And I was like, how do I really help them? I myself, I am still a novice and I'm still trying to understand the reality, the ultimate truth. But I was thinking, if is it possible to help them at all, or I should just leave them in their
It
world?
depends on them. See, if they approach you for advice, then you can give them. But if they don't approach, then there's no point trying to tell them what's. So some people are not ready yet for the truth. They still want to live in delusion, avijja, to think that everything will last forever. Everything will give you permanent happiness. Everything is under control. Then one day, things are not under your control. Then they become very sad because they don't know how to deal with the situation. But that's too bad, what can you do? If you try to tell them, then they can get angry at you or trying to, try to teach them something that they don't like to learn yet. So just let them use equanimity when you get to this point. If you can't use metta, then you have to use equanimity.
I had focused more on metta. I have to now let go and focus on equanimity.
Because too much metta can make you sad also.
Yes.
So then you have to stop. Then you say using metta is not the right method. So you have to use equanimity instead. Okay. How about you, Saket?
Yes, namaskaram, Frajan. So Frajan, first of all, I wish you well and I hope you get well soon. I had a question around, uh, now I understand that there are some 40 Kamatana meditations, and including, for example, the meditation on the Buddha, recollection of the Buddha. And my understanding is when we are chanting Buddho, then that's
Yes.
an example of that recollection of the Buddha, that Kamatana meditation.
Yes.
And I was wondering, do the Kamatana meditations take us all the way? Or is it that they only take us up to a certain milestone, like first jhana or something of that sort?
Yes, they usually take you to eventually to the fourth jhana. But there are some other Kamatana that takes you beyond the jhana. When you contemplate on the 32 parts of the body, then you're developing wisdom. You're approaching the Sotapanna level. Like we talked to Tommy earlier on about the 4 elements. Then
Yes.
this is wisdom. Kamatana can be either for the development of jhana or for the development of wisdom.
Okay.
But for us beginners, we use the anusati, what we call recollection, Kamatana, like recollecting the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, recollecting of the breathing, for instance. Excuse me. So, usually you can use either mindfulness of the Buddha by reciting his name. But if you like Dhamma, you can reciting the word Dhamma or Dhammo. If you like the Sangha, you can recite the word Sangho. If you like watching your breath, then this is Anapanasati. Some people like to recollecting on death. You can also think about death. Some people like to develop through the development of metta, the 4 Brahma Vihara. So it depends on your preference. Whichever method is right for you, then you use this method.
Certainly, Frajan. Yes, that answers the question. Thank you so much.
But generally, I think Anapanasati is the way to go for most, because that's what the Buddha taught in the 4 foundations of mindfulness.
Yes. Unfortunately, Frajan, once I tried to do Anapanasati meditation, but I keep facing various challenges. Sometimes I feel that I'm just controlling my breath, or sometimes I have a lot of thoughts, again around control, and it seems to spiral in a different direction. But when I do Buddho, chanting Buddho, then that does help my mind calm down, and I'm able to do that anytime, and that's easier for me.
Yes, Buddha is easier because you don't require as much concentration like watching the breath.
Yeah.
So first you might try Buddha, then once you have strong concentration, then you might switch to watching the breath.
Okay, I can try that. Yes.
Yeah. You can use Buddha. It can also take you all the way to the 4th jhana. I heard people using Buddha after 5 minutes, then the mind just like falling from a high place, and then it becomes still and peaceful. So Buddha is quite a popular meditation object in Thailand because Thai people usually have great respect for the Buddha. So when they're reciting the name of the Buddha, they feel they're close to the Buddha. They are being protected by the Buddha. Especially when you have to meditate in a seclusion, in a quiet environment. where you might feel afraid of something. Then you use Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto to help calm your mind.
Certainly. Thank you very much, Raja.
Okay, this needs to come and go. Next, Pia and Indira.
Good morning. Hope you feel better soon.
Yes, I feel better. It's just the body that's not good. The mind is good, but the body is not good.
Mind is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice you can separate the body from the mind. I think the body can suffer, but the mind doesn't have to. It's like, remember the sutra Buddha talks about the two arrows. One, you hit with one arrow, but you keep adding more arrows to the mind. So suffering, I guess, suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional.
Yes, suffering can be get rid of. Yeah,
it's a mental thing.
If you know how to deal with it.
Yeah, it's not easy, but
it's not easy. Thank you so much for giving us time, Ajaan, and hope you feel better soon.
All right, thank you. You have no question today? No comment?
Yeah, a couple of comments if you don't mind. So remember, the first person asked from Germany, I think the path is gradual. Buddha very clearly said that, like as you said, the violin, the example, or swimming across. When you try very hard, you can drown. So if you stay still, you can still drown. You just have to get the right rhythm to swim across. So Anupuppa Sikha, Anupuppa Kirya, Anupuppa Pratipada, meaning Anupuppa meaning gradual. The gradual path, gradual training, gradual pratipada. So it's very clearly the Anguttara Nikaya 820, he talks about how gradual, I mean, it depends on each person, as you said. The Samma comes in there. What's Samma? The effort you put depends on the person, your knowledge, your wisdom, the capabilities, and so forth. As you said, Pachatang Vedita Bovinyo Hiti, right? So so that way, so that's one comment. So I think it's if you try too hard, might be also be productive in the path, right? I believe just the gradual path is the best. Your speed. Other thing I was talking about the dukkha. You talk about the bubbles or the soap. I think it was very clear in the when Buddha was walking river Ganges, there was there were so much bubbles formed in the river, and he points to the river and asks, look at those bubbles. Is there any substance in that? Just like the form, when a person with good eyesight examine this, it's empty. So it's like the form or the body is like a bunch of foam, like a bunch of foam.
They're bubbles.
Yeah, bubbles, yeah. And the pain is just as the same, you said, as a bubble, like in the rain, when it drops, there's a forms a bubble, very quickly it disappears. And Rupa Vedana Sanya is like a mirage. And it's each example he gives. The last one, Sankara, one before last is Sankara, is like a banana tree, plant and tree, which somebody wants the heartwood and goes cut all these trees and try to peel it. There is no heartwood in the banana tree. Just like the onion, you start peeling the onion, nothing inside.
Yes.
Yeah, and the last one is the consciousness is like a magician, the magic trick, yeah, illusion. So interesting how. So the idea is not the metaphors. See the emptiness. There's nothing substantial in. That's what he's trying to get at those metaphors.
Everything are just natural phenomena. That's
the rise and passing away does not say
like the clouds in the sky, then they will fall as rain, and then it will return back onto the sky again, become clouds.
So it's a recycling thing. So the conditions are correct, right? Something appears, the conditions are gone, it's gone.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thanks for your take on the script from the scripture. This
Thank you.
help
Yeah,
you.
it's called a Pena Pindika Sutta. If somebody wants to
Okay.
look up.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Jan, and
sir.
hope you feel better soon. Teruan
Yeah.
Saranai.
Like I say, I feel good already. It's just the body that doesn't feel good. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Next, Celia. Hi, Celia from Peru. You came in a few times and didn't have a chance to speak. Did you just go out?
Hello, Prajan. Yes, I came early today. But I was early all other days, but I couldn't make it. I'm happy I could make it now. And I hope your body continues to get better, Prajan.
Okay.
I have a question about the first precept. In my mother's bedroom wall, there are tiny animals that actually can't be seen in normal light, no? There are not many now, maybe 10, but they reproduce quite quickly, no? And it has been a problem many years ago. Now, I'm not going to fumigate, but what I do is I vacuum them. Well, that's what I do.
Bathing them?
Vacuum them, like with this, I don't know how you call it, vacuum, like aspire
Vacuum.
them. Yes.
Suck them
Yes.
into a vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's going against the first precept, actually.
It depends whether you kill it or not. Kill them or
But
not.
I don't know. I
Okay.
have no idea. I've Googled it, but it didn't appear if
The Buddha
that
said,
would kill
if
them
you
or
don't
not.
know, then you shouldn't do it.
But then what can I do?
Just leave it
Because
alone.
I
Just
leave
leave
them
them
alone when
alone.
they're in other rooms. In my room, for example, I've seen some. I leave them alone in the dining room. But in my mother's room, it's different because she's very sensitive to animals. No?
Well, you
And
can have,
now, yeah, she's not in a situation that she's going to be able to recognize if she's bitten by these animals. No?
well, see, there are people who makes a living fumigating. So if they know that you need, they can come and do it for you. Then
But
you
it's
don't
not the
have,
same thing.
well, they're the one who break the precept, not you, see. As long as you don't ask them, you just tell them, your problem. And they say, oh, I can fix the problem for you. Then it means they're willing, they're volunteer. Because this is the occupation. That is what they do every day anyway, regardless of where.
Okay.
But you must not ask
convenient.
them, can you please come and fumigate my house? You cannot say that. Yeah. You can say,
Yeah.
we have insect problems in the house. Is there anything you can do or something?
Okay. But that's not tweaking a little bit because your intention is the same thing, no? It's like getting rid of them.
Getting rid of them, yes, but it's not your action, and you do not.
Not killing them. Interesting.
That's how what
Okay.
we monks have to do sometimes. Even we are not allowed to cut trees, for instance, but sometimes we have trees that come in close to the house, and we cannot cut them ourselves. So we let the lay people know that we have problem with this tree. Then if he willing, he will say, okay, I can fix it for you. But you cannot ask him to come and fix the problem.
Okay. Okay. Get it.
Tell,
Okay, I can
yeah,
work with that.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Many thanks,
if you
Prajan.
want to be strict and be pure, then you just have to leave them alone.
Yes. I will wait to see how it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Many thanks, Prajan. I hope you continue to get better.
Okay, thank you. How's your mom? Okay.
No, she's not doing well.
Mm.
I think that yesterday and today it's the worst that her health has been in many months. She actually needs brain surgery. I've been busy these days, and I will be very busy in the next weeks with that. No?
Are
I
you
will probably
preparing?
have a question with that.
Are you preparing yourself for her death yet?
I've been preparing I've been preparing for years and months, but you never
Okay.
know how it's going to be, no? You never know how you're going to react at the end, no?
Well,
Preparation, there's always the preparation, no? But yeah, one never knows.
if you prepare, then maybe the reaction won't be as bad as if you didn't do any preparation at all.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's keep contemplating until your mind feel fully accept it. Say, what can you do when a person has to die? You couldn't stop.
I
You
have
cannot
to
stop.
accept it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
To cry and to be sad doesn't change anything anyway. It only hurt yourself. You only hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself. You want to protect your mind from suffering.
that's what I think when these thoughts come of what may happen. I think that not that yes, I cry, but then it's like yes, but crying is not going to change anything, and I'm just suffering or creating more suffering, and then it goes, no. And I'm trying to see this process of how it comes and then how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep contemplating. Keep reminding yourself. We all are subjected to death. Yeah. Not just not you alone. Everybody in this room are also in the same boat.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat. It's just a matter of who goes first. That's all.
That's true. That's true. Not only us, but all the people that we love,
Everybody
no?
that
So
you
yeah.
know. Everybody
Yeah,
in
so
the world, in this whole world.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember that every single day. I think that helps also.
Yeah, it helps. Anicca, like you say, anicca, dukkha, anatta.
See,
You
I do
forget
dukkha,
your.
anicca, anatta.
Okay, good.
Many
Keep
thanks,
doing it.
Raja.
You're welcome.
I will.
Next.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Cole, your turn. You also been away a few weeks.
Yes, hi Ajaan. Hope you get better soon. I have been watching on Facebook and I also stayed at Wat Metta for a few days and found it very nice. I think a big difference I notice is when I go to monasteries and we do work, no one complains too much. But in the real world, there's a lot more complaining, or outside the monastery, same world. A few weeks ago, you said that everyone alive now in 100 years, they'll be gone, and everyone 100 years ago, they're also gone. And I found that very helpful. I hadn't thought about it in that way before. So I've been, if I'm driving or just walking around, I try to think, okay, everyone out here that I see will be gone in 100 years, and that's really helped with contemplating anicca. Are there, is that useful to try to think of that as we're just walking around?
Anything, you can do it anytime you like. Just to remind yourself that everything is temporarily, nothing lasts forever. So especially when you are attached to something or you want to keep things and you're facing with stress, trying to keep them, then you say, why do I want to be stressful with something that I'm gonna lose anyway?
Yes, I find that you can apply that to all the belongings you have, that same concept. Oh, in 100 years, all this stuff will be
Yes. Look at those
gone.
people who came before us 100 years before. They're all gone, right? So we're just like bubbles. We're just like bubbles. We're soap bubbles. Sophisticated bubbles, yeah, but the same. Don't last. It doesn't last. Think of this all the time. Then you can let go of your attachment or your cravings for things. You have a different attitude toward things. You can say, okay, if you can have it, fine. If you don't have it, that's also fine. Because in the end, you're gonna lose it anyway. Only thing you don't lose is your mind. Your mind goes with you everywhere you go. So it's your responsibility to keep the mind happy all the time. That's the goal of practice. Keep the mind happy. Get rid of any suffering or stress in your mind. Don't let it enter into your mind because it's harmful to your mind. Sometimes in order for your mind to be happy, you have to give up everything. Then your mind will become happy because there will be no stress, no worry about anything anymore. If you have something, you usually have to worry about it. If you have nothing, then there's nothing to worry. Try to live it as little as possible. Minimal. The Buddha says, live it a minimal life. Like he instructs us to have only 8 pieces of possession. 1 bowl, 3 pieces of rope, a razor, needle and thread, and a belt, and a water strainer. That's all the amount need for his existence. Then you don't have to go work, trying to have money so you can build a house, get everything. Then you won't have time to manage your mind. You won't have time to meditate. So you can live like a monk, then you have all the time to meditate, to manage your mind. The monks don't have anything to do except in the morning go and collect food, for the body. And after that, you just go and meditate, practice mindfulness, or study the Dharma teaching.
I'm not gonna lie, I do have the desire to ordain is that comes up more often than before. I have right now a personal reason why I cannot ordain, and it's kind of makes me sad sometimes that I cannot or possibly cannot.
You never know. You never know the future. Things can change.
Mm-hmm.
So just wait for the right time, right moment, right conditions.
Yes.
But be prepared, be ready to go.
Yeah, I'm taking it one step at a time. I told myself this year I should not buy any more new clothing unless absolutely necessary, because I have enough.
That's right. Good. Try to reduce your buying stuff, when you don't need them. Buy only things that you really have to buy. Otherwise, just keep your money to support your meditation. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Next,
Good to see you.
Nining from Indonesia.
Yeah, Ajahn.
Did you
Ajahn.
go back to Indonesia already?
No, I'm in Kochion, Ajahn.
Oh, you're still here, huh?
Yeah,
How many days now have you been here?
Now 10 days.
10 days. You plan to stay for 12 days?
Sorry, 11.
11 days.
Yeah. So the day after tomorrow, I will meet Ajahn in Sala
I see.
to say goodbye.
Okay. How is your practice? Good?
Oh, my practice going well. I'm very happy, Ajahn. I am the mind. Yeah, Ajahn. So, Ajahn, I'm very happy and I never give up. And can I say that the purpose of my practice is to activate my knowing element and also to be happy even without life. Is it correct, Ajahn?
Yes, you don't need the body for the mind to exist. The mind can exist alone without the body. When people die, the mind exists alone as a spiritual being. Only that they still have defilement within their mind. They still suffer. They still take birth. But if you practice until you become an arahant, then you will have a happy mind, a mind that doesn't have any defilement and doesn't take any rebirth.
Yeah, that's why, because when entering the samadhi, it means that the vijnana is not the vijnana in the four namakanda. It is not, but it is the knowing element. Is it correct, Ajahn?
See, the knowing element, when it exists without the body, we call it vijnana. But when it still exists with the body, we call it the knowing element with the four functions: Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana.
Okay. So I hope I can maintain my calm at home.
Yes, if you can make your mind happy without having to rely on your body, then you might not have to come back and reborn again as a human.
Yeah, that's my goal, Ajahn. Because I feel happy, and here also I feel the compassion and also Ajahn loving kindness, because Ajahn make this place and give the opportunity for female to practice, and I become more and more happy here. So I'm very thankful to Ajahn.
Okay,
And as Ajahn said before, to Ko, that I will spend my money and resources for supporting my practice, Ajahn.
That's right. Good.
Yeah, because that's
don't support your cravings.
No. I even forget that my craving for food or anything else. I live here. Even when I'm happy with my samadhi, and also when the animal, Ajahn, because I do meditation in the tent. Sometimes at night, so many animal, and then I just recite, I am the mind, I am the mind.
Yes,
At that time,
you're not the body.
Yeah, at that time, my fear of death slowly disappear.
Yes.
Disappear, Ajahn. And I don't know, at that time, I feel happy, and I also forget that I have mother, Ajahn. Is it correct?
Yes, when you practice, you forget about everything
Yeah, I forget everything, Ajahn.
temporarily.
Yeah.
You only focus on your mind. Protect your mind, keep your mind calm and happy. That's all when you practice.
This afternoon, my mindfulness is at its peak. And every time my mindfulness on track, I got diarrhea, heavy diarrhea. It happened on and on again and again. I don't know why. Because my body very hot, and also the head, everything very, very, I feel very hot.
Just acknowledge it and don't worry about it. You cannot control your body.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get sick, then don't worry about it. If it gets sick, then you might have to treat it.
Yeah, I hope Ajah's body get well soon, Ajahn.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm very thankful, Ajahn.
Okay, see you in a couple of days.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, next step from Oregon.
Hi, Ajahn. How are you?
Good,
Sorry,
thank you.
well. I wanted, I guess, an update. Last week I was really upset about my pet rat. And my pet rat is okay. I just, in case anyone was, she did hurt her arm, and so over the course of the week she's been healing, and it was really good for my practice because I saw where I was attached more than love. It was attachment. I saw attachment to those that I love, and I saw attachment to my practice that I wanted it to stay. You know, I like the peace and the calm, but that's not, I don't know, that's not going to be all the time. I have to work with all the feelings. So I feel like I had a real deepening of practice this week. The only way out is through. That's what I kept saying. The only way out is through. So yeah.
Yeah. The only way to deal with everything is meditation and mindfulness.
Yes. Yes. And I had to just keep reminding myself that this is, you know, this is the nature of having a body, you know. So yeah, it was very good.
Okay.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, I'll Sim from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajaan. Hope Ajaan will get well soon. I have no
Yes.
questions, just listening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Next,
you.
Lynn from Indonesia.
Good evening, Ajaan. Thank you for having us today, even though you are not very well today. So thank you so much, and hope you get well soon.
I'm getting better already.
Yeah, I saw from the first time of this Zoom session, you were not that well, but now you're getting better.
Yeah.
That's all.
The sneezes are becoming less and less now.
Good.
Runny nose.
Yeah, so happy to hear that and see that also. Yeah. Just to let you know that I've been doing well with my practice, and I've got more inclination towards meditation, especially when my situation was not very good. So I feel that meditation can be one of the refuges that I can rely on. So that's quite good.
Yes, meditation is to protect your mind from stress. If you have mindfulness, you have jhana, then no stress can enter into your mind.
Yes.
So keep practicing, okay?
I will. Thank you. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next, Christine Coe. Are you driving or you parking?
Yeah, I in the car just now. I went to eat my dinner. I have no time to go back to my home, so I sit in the car and wait for my turn.
I see. Did you have good meal? Did you have a good meal?
Yeah, good meal because I didn't had my lunch and then I have my dinner.
So you're not keeping the 8 precept.
Yeah, I just back from Thailand, 2 weeks in Thailand.
What did you do in Thailand?
Yeah, I went to many temples and some temples got the abbot birthday. So we went there to celebrate few abbot's birthday. And
Not to go to meditate, not to go to meditate.
I went to Long Po Kanha's place for 8 precept as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I went to Long Po Chiak
Long-
Chedi as well.
Okay.
Wow, the chedi when I woke up is so hot and I walk down also so hot, burn my leg. Then I feel, this is the dukkha I have to suffer before I achieve Nibbana. It's so pain until I almost cry. Because under the hot sun, the
Yes.
burning on the tiles or the I feel the body is really give us suffer. It's not easy to achieve.
Yeah, the goal is to accept the pain of the body and not be disturbed by it. Keep the mind calm under all conditions, good or bad conditions of the body, the mind should remain calm.
Yeah, and I went to Ratanawan, nearby Long Po Kanha's temple. Also same, the chedi when we walk there, the Lord Buddha chedi, it's like wow, It's so hot until I almost also want to cry. The body is not easy, especially when we are having good situation at home or at monastery. If we really like Ajahn said, if we face the challenge, then we know. We thought it's so easy for get rid of paikandas.
It's not that easy, huh?
It's not easy. When we really face it, then you know what is Vedana. Oh my God. I till almost cry, although I like mindful on my foot. Oh, wow, really burning. And I went to many places also, and some of the Thai people asking me whether I'm Kun Thai. How I wish I am. Yeah, and hopefully another few months I also got chance to pay respect to Ajahn as well in future.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing more. I just come in to pay respect to Ajahn, and hopefully your body is getting recovery fast.
Yes. Just drive safely, okay?
Yeah. Happy to
Alright.
see you, Ajahn.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Next, Phillip from Malaysia. Hi, Phillip.
Hello, Ajahn. Just wish that you will recover well. I don't have any questions. Everything has been a good summary of the teachings that we have been teaching all these years. I don't have any questions. It reinforces.
Yeah. The practice of mindfulness, meditation, and wisdom.
Yeah, correct.
That's
And
what we have to-
even the question that Alvin asked earlier regarding whether use mindfulness and also contemplation of wisdom. You actually answered that question on my second visit to you 8 years ago. Exactly the same thing. Exactly, I think almost word for word. So yeah, it's actually a very good summary. And yeah, with you getting your core and things, the first thing that popped up on my mind was sickness, aging, and suffering. When I heard your voice, but that was just automatic. But anyway, thank you, Ajahn, for your teaching. I don't have any question.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, 840. Hi. Can you unmute your microphone? Can you speak louder or closer to your... Okay, what's your name?
Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't have the chance.
Yeah, that's better.
Yes. I have a bunch of questions. Maybe the most important one would be, what would you suggest would be the fastest way from now to finishing up?
The fastest way to what?
Getting it done. Way to reach certain stages.
Your sound doesn't come loud or continuous. It comes on and off, so very difficult to understand what you're trying to say. Okay, say again whatever you said.
What would you would you say would be the fastest way to achieve success in meditation? Well, there's really only one goal, isn't it?
Can you try using the microphone, the computer microphone instead? Just
plug off the mic.
Unplug your earphone. That's better.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of my sound quality.
Yeah, this is very good now.
Oh, okay, good.
Where are you from in the first place? Where are you from?
Well, natively I'm from Russia right now. I ordained in Thailand.
And you stay in where? Where in Thailand are you staying?
Well, right now I'm in between temples, so to speak.
I see. Just choosing the right temple for you. Huh?
I have well I have as you said, it would be wonderful if it was really just the razor, the strainer, and so forth. However, there's also visa and these kinds of things.
Yes,
So
that's the new reality.
it's very strange. And so I'm navigating it. I'm looking for a place to basically stay and practice until I'm done. That's my only goal, really.
Where did you start? Which monastery did you start from?
Well, I ordained it at Wat Siri Salavan.
In Thailand or?
Yes, in Nong Bua Lumpur.
Okay. And then from there you keep going from temples to temples to find the right one for you. You need to have some temple that will certify for your visa, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You find it difficult? Find it easy?
I find that the more serious I practice, the more difficult the worldly condition seems to come against me. So I developing my courage to continue practicing as seriously as I can. However, I find that even the most beautiful places don't seem to permit for apparently the level of serious practice that I thought was the normal thing when one goes forth. So that's where I'm a bit stuck right now.
Yes, I think the real problem is inside your mind, not the outside.
Oh, thank goodness. What would be the best solution? That's wonderful, because that means that I can get it.
Yeah. Just to develop mindfulness and wisdom. You lack mindfulness and wisdom to deal with the conditions around you, the outside condition. If you have enough mindfulness and wisdom, you will be able to live it under any situation. So concentrate on developing mindfulness and jhana, and then wisdom. When you're not practicing meditation, then just keep contemplating everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Can I ask something specific about this? Does time
Sure,
permit?
go ahead.
I come from a very strict lineage of upachara samadhi, vipassana, basically. So I was practicing like over 10 years, about 12 years, something like this, and very seriously, like much more seriously than barely like most people that I ever met, really. So since I ordained in Thailand because I wanted to give my whole life only for the practice and reach the goal, I had to basically change to practice for Apana Samadhi only, which is for in a way completely new, because I mean I was practicing basically. I mean, I think you're very accustomed also to the Ubakin tradition, like Lady Sayadaw, Goenka, like this whole crap, and I so now it's a bit strange of a mix to have started with basically vipassana and body contemplation and body scanning and practicing with the 4 elements, and now it's really just trying to keep the attention only at the breath and trying to do nothing else absolutely. However, of course, all the things I've practiced, they keep coming up, so there's still a lot of, I don't know how you call it, like basically panya that just comes by itself, and it's almost like disturbing just the pure anapanasati. So I'm a bit unsure on how to continue practicing, especially because I was used to give my most amount of energy to body contemplation and feeling Vedana and practicing my Upekkha. And now I'm trying to focus only on the breath. And then what happens is usually that I either just faint, and then I just find myself passed out and like a lot, like ridiculous amount of just passing out, or somewhere pain gets so strong that I'm not really sure what to do with it. And basically the suggestion of a former Ajahn was, yeah, just sit through it for like 12 hours straight. I tried, I couldn't. He just kept pushing. So now I'm a little bit clueless on how to continue my practical practice. Maybe that's the problem.
Yes, you have to separate the two practices apart first, the samatha and vipassana. You should first develop the samatha bhavana first. That means getting into jhana or appana samadhi. In order to do this, you have to use mindfulness to stop your thinking. Don't do any contemplation yet, because they will be in conflict with the practice for jhana. The practice of jhana or appana samadhi is to stop thinking. And if you do develop wisdom by contemplating, you will be disturbing, blocking your ability to enter into jhana. So you first have to forget about vipassana entirely and focus only on samatha bhavana. Mindfulness all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Just tie your mind to your body. Keep watching whatever your body is doing all the time and not allowing your mind to go think about any other thing. Then when you have time, sit down and meditate. You can use watching your breath, anapanasati, or something else if you like. In Thailand, some people like to use butto. So this is what you have to do first, to develop jhana or appana samadhi. Once you have that, then you can go to develop wisdom or vipassana. Vipassana is to study the nature of the body, to see that it's anicca, dukkha, anatta. And you have to accept the body for what it is. It's gonna be getting old, getting sick, and die. You should not have any cravings for the body, not to get old, not to get sick or die. See? And in order to stop the craving, you need to have jhana. Once you have jhana and you find out that your stress or anxiety comes from your cravings for the body not to get old, get sick, and die. So you just stop your cravings. Once you stop your craving by accepting aging, sickness, and death, then there will be no dukkha. See? That's the goal of practice, is to get rid of dukkha in the mind by getting rid of the cravings, by seeing everything as anicca, dukkha, anatta.
So how will I know that it's the time to start the contemplation?
Well, when you get into jhana first, when your mind becomes fully calm and happy, and you can enter into jhana anytime you like, but until you become proficient with your jhana practice. Then after, then you can then use vipassana, contemplation or wisdom, to teach your mind to let go of your body, your feelings, and your state of mind.
Yes. And would you say that when you said to be aware of the body from the moment I wake up until the moment that, or until the moments where it passes out for whatever, for some reason, would it be the best thing to keep focusing only on the point of the in and out breath?
No, not at all. You should watch what your body is doing, the action of the body. If you're eating, watch the eating. If you're walking, watch the walking. Don't watch the breath. You only watch the breath when you sit down and meditate. Understand?
Would that be would are you referring, or would that be more Sampajanya or more Vedanupasana?
I'm saying that you first, when you developing mindfulness of sampajanya, you don't want to think. See, you want to tie your body, your mind to the body, to prevent it from thinking about other things. If you have to watch your body all the time, then you cannot go think about this and that. You cannot go to the past. You cannot go to the future. You will be tied to in the present. The body is in the present.
What method would you suggest? Would it be just kind of just being anywhere with any sensation, or on the body? But I mean, I can't watch the body without automatically watching Vedana, right?
Don't pay attention to Vedana. Just pay attention to the body only, to the action of the body. Because if you do pay attention to Vedana, your mind can become distracted. Your concentration you will lose your concentration. You want to focus only on one object.
So, for example, when now I'm sitting, how would I be just aware?
Then you watch your breath when you're sitting. Then when your body is not moving or doing anything, then you watch your breath.
But how is it possible, sir, to watch my say walking without automatically watching the feeling of the walking? Isn't it impossible to observe?
You don't have to. You just pay attention to one only. You don't have to pay attention to both. You can choose. Yeah.
So I guess my question is, what is it then that I'm paying attention to?
What your body is doing. If you're eating, just watch the eating. If you're bathing, just watch the bathing. Whatever the body is doing, just keep watching the body to prevent your mind from thinking about other things. If you start to think about other things while you're watching the body, it means you're not mindful anymore. Understand?
Not sure methodically what exactly I would be watching, but I will probably just try it out.
Have you read the Four Foundations of Mindfulness?
Yes, I almost know them yes, very much so.
Okay, just read the section on mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of movement of the body, the four postures, and the action of the body.
Gachanto gacchami pajanati, this one.
I'm not sure the Pali is, but I only read the translated version, so.
So, yeah, okay. Well, I guess in the translation it would be he understands, right? It's like when he's walking, he understands he's walking.
That's right, that's right. When he's eating, he understands he's eating. When he's bathing, he understands that he's bathing. Not bathing and then think about some other thing at the same time. That's what it means.
Would it be helpful to try and also try to focus on the breath when there's a lot of thinking? To come back to
watching the breath is difficult. See, when the breath is more subtle than the body. You can watch the body. It's right there in front of you. If you watch the breath, how you kind of feel the breath? You know, the breath is much more subtle. It's harder to catch than the body. But if you can use the breath, that's okay or fine. So, but I don't think so. The Buddha didn't mention this. If you want the breath, then you have to keep the body still, sit and not doing anything. Then you can watch the breath.
Yes, that makes sense, absolutely. So when I sit and breathe and at some point a very strong pain comes up, should I just change the posture and keep with the breath?
Yes,
Or
just ignore everything. Just stay with the breath if you can.
what would you suggest to do when pain gets really strong?
Well, you can use, if you cannot use your breath, then you can use a mantra instead. Recite mantra, Bhutto, 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 or anything, just to keep your mind concentrated and not thinking about the pain. Forget about the pain, that's the goal. Because if you can forget about the pain, then you won't be creating any stress in the mind.
Okay.
If you keep thinking about the pain, then you will have cravings for the pain to disappear. Then this can create stress in the mind. So if you concentrate on a mantra or something, and then you become entirely forget about the pain, then there will be no cravings for the pain to disappear. Then there will be no stress in the mind. Then you can live with the pain.
Because the concentration strengthens. Oh, yes.
Okay, you have to know what you're doing. If you're doing mindfulness, then you don't want to do any thinking. And it's no time yet for you to develop wisdom, because wisdom without samadhi is useless. You cannot stop your cravings. Once wisdom tells you that dukkha is created by your craving, you will not be able to stop your craving if you don't have samadhi or jhana.
Yes. So proficiency in jhanas.
That's right. Be proficiency in jhana first. You can stop the mind, calm the mind anytime you want. Then if you can stop the mind, then you can stop your craving, see?
If I absolutely have to think about worldly things, should I make one time for it? Or just would you suggest, even in this situation, just forget about everything, just practice and watch and observe and let my vipaka do everything, basically?
It depends on how intensive you want your practice to be, see? If you want to be very intensive, then you forget about everything else. Just focus on your body all the time. But if you're not that intensive, you still want to think about visa, or you want to think about other things, then this thing can become distraction to your practice.
Oh, yes.
Because you have to think, and you start to worry, you start to have anxiety.
A lot.
Mm-hmm. So it depends on what level of practice you are in. If you want to be fully intensive, then you don't pay attention to anything. Just watch your body all the time, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep.
Yes.
Try it, see how it works. You can try it
Definitely.
one day, and you can try it one day, see if you can do it.
I probably will, yes.
Maybe you can set up a period of time that you want to do intensive. Then after that, you might want to do some other thing else. Depends on what you have to do or not. See, if there are things you have to do, then you might have to revert to less intensive practice. But if you find that you have nothing else to do, then you want to devote all your time to intensive practice. Then you don't want to think about any other thing.
Yes.
You can try it for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. See how it works.
Starting now.
Okay.
Yes.
So where are you now in Thailand? Which province are you in?
I think I'm still in the Udon Thani area,
I see.
roundabout. Yes, so I'm
Are you the only one who ordained as a foreign female?
Yes.
I see.
Here. Yes.
And your purpose right now is looking for a place where you can get your visa. Okay, she's gone. Next, we'll go to Gary. Hi, Gary. Oh, she's back. Do you want to say something else?
Oh, sorry. I think the internet went up and down. Did
I
you did
see.
you did you ask me something?
Yes, I see. Your purpose right now, immediate goal is to find some place to get your visa, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And you haven't found yet a temple or monastery that will certify for you.
It not really.
Mhm. So where do you expect to get it then? Or you might just have to fly back in and out to continue with your visa.
I don't really have an expectation. I was actually thinking, or I shouldn't be thinking probably. I'm just hoping it will be soon, and obviously I wouldn't mind having a teacher to ask questions to. Because so far I did notice that with a level of very serious practice, there come some things that are very quite unusual. And it sometimes I think it would be good to be able to ask these things as well, just for my own peace's sake. So I'm a bit on the edge whether it's only just the visa thing or if it would actually be also good to have an Ajahn to actually teach me, because I think that success can come very fast with support.
Yes, the most important thing is to have a teacher to guide you. Yeah. But in order to have a teacher, you might have to have the visa first.
Oh, I have the visa, but in order for it to be prolonged, I need a place where that gives me the stamps. So I already have gotten the visa. I just need well, basically I need I need an Ajahn.
Have you tried Ajaan Martin? Have you heard of him?
Yes. And no.
Did you try him? Have you tried him?
Yes. And no.
What about other foreign temples like Wat Pa Nanachat or Ratanawan? Do they accept Mechi also or Bhikkhuni?
Do you accept Mechis?
No, unfortunately, you can stay temporarily a week or two, but not long time. Just as a visitor, not a resident. We don't have accommodation for permanent residents here.
Yet. I heard yet. Well, I shall find something in the short in the short term. Do you think it's a possibility to develop something in this direction?
You mean practice?
I mean, in order to be able to practice as a long-term staying human person.
Well,
Serious meditation.
you need somebody to get you the visa for you.
Well, actually, I just need the basic living conditions. I found this to be the most the only intricate part, really. So I just need a place where I can stay and live.
And you haven't found it. I heard Ajaan Martin is a place where he can accept you. Have you tried that?
Yes, I did. I
see.
was there.
Because we just heard recently a girl from Spain, I think. She wants to go and stay with Ajahn Martin. Have you met her or
I
heard
think
of
so,
her?
yes. I might, but that's not the place for my stay here any longer.
Yeah, it's very difficult to find places for it's especially female practitioner, because there are not many female practitioners around.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So how very practical question indeed, how to live.
Well, I heard that Mechi Gal, have you heard of her before? She's a disciple of Ajahn Man and Ajahn Mahabua.
Yes, yes, of course.
She has a monastery. Why don't you go try there? I think in Nakhon Phanom or someplace around there.
But I mean, she's long dead.
Yeah, but her monastery still exists.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, wait.
and they have Mechi living there. But not without her as an instructor, but maybe somebody else can give you the instruction also. You might have to seek a monastery run by and for female practitioners. Just search in the internet for Mechi monastery or Mechi something.
Not to repeat my question, do you think that over years or over time it would be possible that places to a place to live for some very serious practitioners, or even just one very serious practitioner, could develop somewhere in the vicinity of your monastery?
Well, we cannot predict the future, so anything is possible. I can only say that.
That's my sense. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Nibbana, that is.
Nibbana and visa. If you can get Nibbana, then you don't need visa. If you have Nibbana, you'll be invited to stay forever. Okay, good luck to you.
Success.
All right, next I'll go to Gary. Hi, Gary, Singapore.
Hi, Ajahn. Happy to know that you're getting better.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no questions, and just happy to be listening in.
Okay. Next, Mandy. Hi, Mandy, from Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Ajahn, I hope your body gets well soon and that doesn't cause any suffering. Practice this week has been going a little better, and noticing how I don't have to dive into the thought patterns or the problems. And these teachings continue to reassure me that I can just let go of the attachment. Just grateful to be here, grateful to attend and continue striving.
Good. Okay, you're welcome. Next, Ramya and Anura from New Zealand. It's quite early for you now in the morning.
Yeah, good evening, and yes, 3 o'clock, close to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Close to 3 o'clock.
Yeah. So I wish you speedy recovery, Ajahn. I don't have any question.
Okay. And Ramya?
Yeah.
Ajahn, my
sister is not well, so she's taking treatments for the cancer. So I am going to be with her next week to support her.
Yes. Tell her to separate herself from her body. Yeah, it's her body that's getting sick, but it's not her that's getting sick. So she should not worry, or she should not have any anxiety or stress.
Yeah.
If she understands that the body is just a temporary entity, that sooner or later it will have to come to an end.
Yeah. I have to try.
And the best way to deal with it is to calm the mind as much as possible.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teach her to meditate or chanting or do something to calm the mind down.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm helping over the phone, but when I go there, I think we can practice more together.
Okay, good.
Mm.
Next.
Thank you,
B.
Ajahn.
Thank you. You're welcome. B. Ravin.
Good evening, Ajahn. I hope you are feeling better soon.
Yes.
Ajahn, I'll be brief given it's quite late. I just have one reflection. From my meditation practice, I realized that, people like to go to great lengths to getting their view, try hard to get their mind at peace. And I realized that, it really is the delusions that are clouding the mind. So when I get to meditate, it's like that short period of time where I get to have some clarity in my mind to see that. And I admit most of the time I don't. So that's my reflection.
Yes. When you meditate, you more or less separate your mind from everything else, so you can see things more clearly than being immersed with everything. And you see with wisdom that everything will eventually come to an end. It's only the mind that will remain.
It seems like the mind, can play tricks on us, like when we go out and when I do something, when something starts, something ends, then we we want to do something else, it's like never ending. It's like an endless cycle, whereas meditation is continuous. Is that my understanding it correct?
It's your craving that's continuous. Once you finish with this thing, then you want something new. You just keep going, craving for more and more stuff. And when you meditate, you're stopping your cravings temporarily. And you find that, hey, you don't need to have cravings to make you happy. You can be happy without craving, without having to go out for dinner or to go to a movie or something. You can be happy by meditating.
Yes, and it doesn't require much effort either. Just sit down in a quiet place and put your mind.
Yes, it doesn't. I think it does require a lot of effort on your mindfulness.
On the mindfulness, yes.
Yes.
But body-wise, it's very minimal. Just the mind.
You don't need anything. You just have a quiet place to sit down and meditate. But it takes a lot of effort on maintain mindfulness to keep your mind calm. Okay, any question?
No, that's just my only reflection, Ajahn. I'll keep on practicing and develop more mindfulness.
More mindfulness. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Sulan, you're the last one in line.
Oh, hello, Ajahn. I hope you get well soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I just wanted to say that, Ajahn, you are very amazing. Like, despite you are unwell, you still come in to teach us. Yeah, because I realized that the past few weeks actually I've been unwell also, and then I just don't have that energy and diligence to like keep up with our practice. Yeah. So I realized my mindfulness is also not there when I'm sick, and I tend to indulge myself when I'm unwell also. Yeah. So just want to say thank you for inspiring us. Yeah. Mm.
Your mind is very strong, very powerful if you develop it. What makes your mind weak is your defilement, see.
Oh.
Once you can get rid of your defilement, then nothing will make your mind weak. Your mind will be strong and powerful.
My mind will be right. I can't seem to visualize that. Like I just find myself very weak. Yeah.
Because you haven't practiced anything yet.
Mm.
Once you get into jhana, you'll find that the mind is like a rock, very very firm, very steady, and very powerful.
Oh. Mm. Oh, as in you have to be inside Janna to feel that way.
Yes, you have to bring your mind inside. Right now, your mind is all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over.
It's scattered all over the place. That's why it makes it weak. So you have to bring it back into one place to become concentrated and to be strong.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Have you been doing any meditation at all?
Not really.
Not really. You never took up. You never really want to take it up yet, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I remember that time I said that I felt like when I meditate, there was once I felt like I kind of got scared from it. Then I still remember that feeling. It's quite uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, because your defilement is creating the discomfort. Your defilement wants to go and see things, hear things. So when it's restrained, it's creating you a lot of discomfort. See, so you cannot fight this discomfort. So you give up your meditation.
Mm. So I should tell myself like just ignore that discomfort and just
Well, you have to use a different method. Instead of watching your breath, you should start with chanting, reciting the sutta or something. To bring up more mindfulness. After you have done chanting or reciting the sutta, then you might be able to watch your breath. You will have more mindfulness then.
so like how long must I read the sutta? Like one day.
It depends on sometimes it can become calm quite quickly, sometimes it takes a while. So you have to look at your mind whether it's ready to watch the breath yet.
Okay.
If not, then you have to come back and do more chanting first.
Okay.
Right? How are you? Everything okay?
Everything okay. Yeah, recently I've been feeling unwell. Yeah, so it was bodily sickness the past 2 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Get well soon. If you're not well yet.
Oh, I recovered.
Oh, you recovered. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, your body might recover, but your mind hasn't yet.
Yeah. Okay.
It's harder to fix your mind than your body.
Yeah, it's easier to fix the body.
Yeah.
The mind not so easy.
No, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. Okay. That's all about the time we have.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank
Okay, next Kunchup, any more questions?
Grab Namaskaranท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ. We have 4 questions and they're all from Facebook. The first 2 questions are from B. Paul. Is right concentration and attention the same thing?
I think so. You pay attention to something, like your breath. And then you continue with this attention, eventually your mind become concentrated, become one.
The next question, how can I believe rebirth as true?
Well, you have to prove it. Believing it alone is not good enough. You have to meditate to separate the mind from the body. Once you see that there's the mind beside your body, then you know, it's only the body that dies. And it's the mind that go take up a new body.
The last 2 questions are from Aun, and the first question is, the knowing mind got self or non-self?
No, it's just a knowing, an element. It's the delusion that create the self in the mind, in the knowing element.
If the knowing mind is also impermanent and non-self, but how can the Buddha practice until enlightenment?
No, the knowing element is permanent. It's not impermanent. It's like the other 4 elements: the water, the wind, the air, and the fire. They are permanent, but they can form. They can join, combine, and becoming something else temporarily, like the body. But then after a while, they will separate, and then the body will disappear.
That is all, ค่ะท่านอาจารย์
Okay.
ค่ะ
Well, I think that's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is beneficial and can give you some more inspiration to practice harder. Okay. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Goodbye.
สาธุเจ้า
Thank you, Tanachan. Feel better.
Thank you,
Okay, miss. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
ทุกครั้งขอบคุณพี่เลี้ยนมินนะครับสวัสดีครับ
ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
บ๊ายบาย
บ๊ายบาย บ๊ายบายค่ะ